Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman Khan. We're here in Coventry. We just had the live draw for the Boxer tournament. With me is the one and only Carl Greaves, who's playing matchmaker for this Boxer Series tournament. First of all, Carl, how's life treating you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, very good. No, I haven't actually matched this one. No, obviously I'm matchmaker for Boxer on the open shows, but no, I haven't matched this one. I've actually got a fighter in it called Usyk-AJ2, who I manage. Nathan McIntosh is his trainer, so yeah, interesting draw that was.
Talk to me about, before we get to the draw, just the opportunity that's here for your fighter and the other fighters who'll be in this tournament looking to seize opportunity and get what's a big prize at the end of it if they do win.
Very big. It's life-changing for some of them. Yeah, I mean, they've got it all to play for, and they're all on the line. It's a massive opportunity for them, and like I say, life-changing money. And let's hope that it's a great night as always. A fantastic entertainment, these tournaments, and all these kids will put it all on the line. I'm sure of that.
Preparing your fighter, Otis, for something like this, not your kind of traditional type of boxing fights, but with that brings its own different challenges. So how do you prepare Otis for this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's just different kind of training. I mean, Nathan McIntosh is his trainer. He's done a fantastic job with him. I've overseen a bit of it, and yeah, you just change it. I mean, you do more fast, intense stuff, going through the gears, up and down the gears, and you spar and you do 3 rounds and you're out for 3 rounds, you know what I mean, back in for 3 rounds. You just mix your training up, you're having that rest in between, and like all explosive stuff and interval training, and this is what's been happening for Otis.
Otis has drawn Dylan, who's been bringing the drums here with a nice little atmosphere here. But with preparation for these fighters, do you look at kind of what they bring, or is it about adapting in the ring with those 3 threes?
I think when it's 3 threes, it's just fast and furious. Tactics go out the window, really. Everyone has a game plan until they get it in the face, as they say. But yeah, I think you try and study what you can do, but you soon end up getting drawn into a scrap with it being 3 rounds. And winning the first round, in my opinion, is very important, because if you win the first round, you know what I mean, you've only got to win one more round and you're pretty safe. If you lose the first round, you're playing catch up. So I've got a bit of experience in this. I've had a lot of fighters in it over the years, obviously with the prize fighter and then the ultimate boxer over the years, so I've got a bit of experience. And I mean, Otis is the least experienced in the competition. He's only had 1 fight, 1 knockout win, but like I say, with being 3 threes, he's still used to that fast, intense pace, which will suit him.
Carl, let's have a look at a couple of other things I want to get your opinion on. First of all, David Avanesyan, your fighter, who I believe there was a little teaser of him maybe potentially going over to America put out on Twitter. Can you tell us what was going on there, Carl?
Yeah, that's news to me, to be honest. Listen, David's just ready and waiting for the WBC to announce who he's going to be fighting. He's sitting there nice and comfortable at number 2. I mean, Virgil Ortiz decided to go a different route and didn't want to fight David, which was ordered. So we're just waiting now. I mean, number 3 is Keith Thurman, but I think he's expecting a direct crack at the winner of Ferguson Spence. So at the minute it's all up in the air. But we're just ready and waiting for the opportunity for the world title or the final eliminator. In the meantime, if we can't get that, we're just going to keep busy and defending the European title.
The obvious link when it comes to David is Conor Benn. Eddie's been saying that they want an elite type of fighter, or a fighter like the Devon Avanesyan and his ilk next. Do you think that it's likely that kind of fight will be reignited and we could see those 2 fight?
I think that fight's a long way off now. They just don't want a piece of David. It's just so obvious, you know what I mean? That fight could have been made, but no, they don't want that fight. So we're moving on. It's never really been on our radar, regardless of what people think. Listen, I think it's a big fight. Eddie tries to play it down, saying David's not a big enough name, but it is a very, very big fight. Everybody in Britain wants to see that, but unfortunately it's not going to happen. Not in my opinion anyway. So we're moving on. Listen, we're well above Conor, really. We're number 2 in the world with the WBC. We're just sitting and waiting, and like I say, in the meantime, we'll have to just keep defending the European until the world opportunity comes up. But there's a lot of politics involved in that at that level. You know what I mean? It's not easy. I mean, a lot of the champions are tied up, so we just got to sit and wait. But we've got to keep David active. That's the main thing.
As someone in boxing who's been around the game for a long time and watched a lot of careers kind of progress, Conor's been someone who's been matched particularly. He takes on Chris Van Heerden this weekend. What do you make of kind of the progression and the test of Chris Van Heerden that's next when some in the sphere want to see tougher tests for Conor?
Yeah, listen, they're doing a great job with Conor, the matchmaking side of it. I mean, he's doing a good job. He's demolishing these opponents he's put in with him. But they're all opponents from the past, good names that were decent in the day but are on the way down, they're on the way out, and he's just getting them at the right time now and finishing them off basically. Let's just see when he goes in with someone like the level of David Avanesyan, you know what I mean? Let's just see what he's got. If he can beat the likes of David Avanesyan, then fair play, deserves a world title crap. But at the minute, is a long way off between the level he's fighting and obviously the elite level in the welterweight division. The Spencers, the Crawfords, they're just elite fighters and top of the tree. And he's got to be having a decent test before he goes in with the likes of them.
A couple of final things from me, Conor, I'll let you go. First of all, Fury-Whyte is next week. White's broken his silence now, looks to be doing some of the promotion, but your reaction to that and how you feel that fight goes?
It's a good fight. It's not a foregone conclusion. I mean, Dillian Whyte's very tough, very strong, can punch. As you saw when he boxed AJ, I mean, he had his moments in that fight, and he's come on probably since then as well, learned from the experience. But Tyson Fury's an excellent boxer, got great footwork, good movement, and it could be all wrong for Dillian. But I think Dillian's took a lot of confidence from the spars in the past and fancies his chances, so we'll see. But you've got to favour Tyson Fury.
Usyk-AJ2, it looks like we're going towards that happening potentially in Saudi Arabia, but in terms of the fight breakdown, a lot of people have been talking about this kind of AJ has to go back to being the destroyer, and that's kind of the only way that he can beat Alexander Usyk. What's your take on that? Is there different ways, or does he have to do that? Yeah,
I mean, he fought the completely wrong fight last time, didn't he? He had tried to box with the class boxer, as they say, and he just went about it the wrong way. So he needs to really change his game plan this time, which I know he will do. He'll looked at that fight and realised what he did wrong. Will that be good enough against someone like Usyk, who's an unbelievable talent? I mean, looking at the last fight, you'd think that Usyk's got his number. But obviously AJ's got to change his tactics and try and put it right. I mean, will he? We don't know. I mean, it's a big task, but listen, he's got the power to do it, and he's a big puncher, he's strong, but a bit flat-footed, and I think that Usyk's got his number.
Let's bring this back to your fighter, Otis. He'll be looking to win the boxing tournament. How confident are you that you have the winner here at the weekend?
Yeah, I'm confident. I mean, the draw's very good. It's got two of the favourites fighting each other, gym mates. There was eye up as the favourites. I mean, Otis has got a good draw in my opinion. Is a good fighter. Otis is. People haven't seen of him or heard of him because he's only had one pro fight and come from the unlicensed scene. But I was hearing a lot about him on the unlicensed scene, and people were saying to me, "You want to get hold of this kid?" And it was great when he approached me and said he wants to go pro. I put him on in Newark on my show a few weeks ago, and he knocked out Paul Scarf, who don't get stopped, albeit he's a journeyman. He don't get stopped, and he looked really good that night. And he can punch. He's tall. He's 6 foot, which is a bit of a freakish height for this weight. So he's got a fantastic opportunity. Listen, like I said earlier, it's an open competition. Anybody can win it. 3 rounds, 3 minutes. They'll give it everything they've got, and it'll be an entertaining night, and may the best man win. But yeah, I'm confident that Otis can walk away as a champion.
Carl, I wish you and Otis all the best of the weekend. Thank you so much for being Boxing Social. Much appreciated.